Hey my YouTube friends and family, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marceline here with another video. As you can tell, today we're going to be making a nice pot roast. Alright, so if it's your first time clicking on my channel, please go ahead and do me the honors of subscribing to my channel and joining my family. Alright, and to my regular family members who are always clicking, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. So this is a piece of beef that I'm going to be using. It's a chuck roast, and I prefer to use the chuck roast because it's easier to get tender as opposed to the thicker piece of meat. So I went ahead and I rinsed it with vinegar and water, and now I am just pat drying, and I'm going to add some olive oil so that I can add my seasoning. Alright, so all my seasoning will be up on the screen and also in my description box, so you can go check it out. So if you have watched my previous video, you would know the seasoning. I got it from my friend. She brought it up from Jamaica and it's called season to the bone. I add a tablespoon of that. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of dry mixed herb, and I'm also going to add some all-purpose seasoning. Everything will be up on the screen, and I added a small amount of oxtail seasoning as well. So after adding my oxtail seasoning, I just went in and massaged everything in the meat, and the olive oil helps to keep the seasoning on the meat. Alright, so we're just gonna massage that, and then after I flipped it over, I added a little bit of seasoning on the other side, not a lot, just a small amount of the oxtail seasoning and the dry herbs on the other side. And then I'm gonna add my chopped scallion, onion, Scotch bonnet peppers, because we're gonna marinate this overnight. And I also added some dry thyme as well. So here I am adding my dry thyme, and I have my chopped scallion, onion, my garlic, and my Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm just going to massage all of this into the meat, and then I'm going to add it in a Ziploc bag and then place it in my refrigerator until the next day. So it's the next day and I'm ready to roast my beef. What I'm gonna do is take off the excess scallion and onion and Scotch bonnet pepper, because I'm gonna use that later on. So I take off the excess, and my pot is heating up right now. I'm just gonna add a small amount of oil and then place it in there in my Dutch pot. So there it is, it's ready to go in the pot. You can see all the spices and all the herbs. I'm just going to add a small amount of oil in the pot, and as you can see, the pot is already hot and ready. So now we're just going to add our piece of beef. So now that the meat is in the pot, we want to turn the stove down on medium because we don't want it to burn. We want it to roast and have a nice brown color. Okay, so take it down from high and put it down to medium. So now I'm just going to cover my pot so that my spices and herbs can get to infuse in the meat and my meat can get to roast slowly. So after 10 minutes I uncover and I'm going to turn it now so that the other side can get to do the same. I'm going to give the other side another 10 minutes. So in this bowl I have my leftover scallion, pepper and my onion. I'm going to add some beef broth to that because this is going to be my liquid base that's going to allow my meat to get tender. Alright, so I'm going to pour the remaining that I have in this box, which is about a cup and a half. I'm also going to add some red wine to add some extra flavor to my sauce and add some color by adding about a half teaspoon of browning. So now that the other side of my beef is roasted, I'm going to add my liquid base and then I'm going to cover it and allow it to slowly cook. I'm going to put my stove down on low, and when I say low, my stove is from 1 to 6, so I'm going to bring it down to a 2 and allow it to slow cook. Alright, and after 1 hour I'm going to come back, add my potatoes, my carrots, whatever you desire to put in your sauce, you can go ahead. I'm gonna have mine with potatoes and carrots, so I'm gonna add potatoes, carrots and some bell peppers, scotch bonnet, some more scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm also adding some tomato. This is gonna add some nice flavor to my beef. So after another 30 minutes, my potatoes were nice and soft, everything was tender, the beef was tender, and I'm ready to take it out of the pot and show it to you guys. So there it is, guys, my beef is nice and tender. What I did was pour off my gravy, my excess gravy and my potatoes, and just put the beef back in the pot, turn up the heat so that it can get that nice brown color. Yeah, and then I serve it up on a plate and show you what it looks like. So I had mine with potatoes and carrots, and I also had a slice of bread with mine as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. I appreciate every single one of you for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next one.